gentlemen,
please welcome to the stage
Bounder
and Cad.
Feeling hot.
Hey!
We certainly are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Adam Drew.
And I'm Guy Hayward,
Yes, you are. And together we are musical comedy duo Bounder and Cad.
aka the posh Anton Deck.
The label was still trying to live down. But Guy, I've got to say, tonight of all nights is a very good illustration of why it is sometimes advantageous to do an online show rather than an IRL show. Because do you think anyone would want to go downstairs into a hot cabaret club on an evening like this?
Hello, Diana.
Good evening, Dan. I'm glad it is far too hot. I'm almost the colour of that little emoji, as you can see, overdoing the sunning.
And obviously you can't watch laptop screens outside. That's also another reason. Now, it's very loud here.
Motorbike going
Is
past.
it very loud for you? I better go and shut. Wait a second. Adam, you hold the fort. I'm just going to shut my doors. It's very loud.
Yikes. Okay, Guy is shutting his door. And we could listen out to hear what that sounds like. Oh, he's done it. That was quite exciting. So while Guy has been away, I've done absolutely nothing. Hi, Guy. We just listened to you closing the door.
Okay.
But yes, hello, Leander. Very nice to have you join. So if any of you are tuning in for the first time, Guy, I think we should explain. So what do we normally do?
Kimberly's not enjoying the heat.
Oh, God, it will send it away. But Guy, what would we normally be doing as Bounder and Cad? What's our usual act?
Well, right now we'd be Brasserie Zadelling with a red curtain like that, and behind us, and with a band, drum, bass, drums, and double bass, and the piano,
That's right.
and a lighting engineer. So a bit more.
Yeah. Guy is describing this very nice cabaret setup we normally have in a club in Piccadilly called Brasserie Zadel, and they have a little cabaret club called the Crazy Cocks Club. For obvious reasons, we're not there this evening, but we're thrilled to be forming, I think this is our sixth online show, thanks to Nigel and the Joke Pits. But other exciting news this evening, Guy, what are you going to be doing that you haven't done before?
Going on the public transport with the face mask.
No. In terms of this show, what would Nigel? Think Nigel.
Oh, Nigel. I am now Nigel.
Guy is now Nigel. Guy will be ushering in the comments. So please keep them coming. Hello, Amy. Lovely to see you again. But all right. So we'll be sharing with you a series of video clips. And this next one's actually quite an old one. Forgive the poor quality, but hopefully the quality of the song itself will be redeeming of the inadequate technical quality. So Guy / Nigel, shall we roll that first clip? Here's
Let's
a little
do it, Adam. Nigel is the sound engineer, effectively, of this thing. So here we go.
Here we go.
The stars are out, the moon is shining, I feel close, my heart is pining, but one thought makes me weak at the knees, that the moon could be made out of cheese.
I smell your scent, I touch your skin, you start to sweat, so I begin to undress you. You look so fantastic as I peel off that layer of plastic.
Oh, my cheese, won't you please? I'm no sleaze, you're a tease.
Just a squeeze, she agrees. I don't care for the birds and the bees. For me, just the curds and the breeze.
Crackers for cheese, yes I am.
I give more than a damn for Edam.
I am rock for Roquefort,
I say way for way.
and a mental vermental. Half rhyme.
Oh, nothing can compare to a ripe camembert.
There's nothing better than feta.
Though gooder is better than good,
There's nothing
greater than cheese and a grater. If you're fond of fondue, forget all the charmesan. Hunker down with a hunk of real parmesan. Just think of those milk fats and creams. They won't give you nightmares, just dreams.
The greatest joy that I've known yet is being enrobed in a raclette. And I'd toast in the fires of hell with my baby bell.
Hello, miss. Have a kiss.
Nice hose. Are you Swiss? Hear the sea cars sing, see the stars shooting past your eyes. Feel the temperature rise as when milk starts to pasteurize.
You gird up your loins to approach her. Why, hello there, my Lincolnshire poacher.
The time is ripe, the stars aligned. Now you must delve beneath the rind.
She's best seen in soft moonlight, lest her charms pale when compared with red Leicester.
You sniffed at your charm, so go up and grab it.
You feel her melt, and you're left with, well, rabbit.
So
Thus we conclude our homage to that beautiful thing called fromage.
There we have it. Image of a melting cheese, which feels rather appropriate in this intense heat. Now, I neglected to introduce another element of this live show. This is our 6th time we've done this, and yet again, I've forgotten to mention, as well as showing you these pre-recorded video clips of musical comedy. Guy, what will we be asking each other?
Some questions about the songs or things that are related to the songs.
Exactly. Questions factual or personal.
Molly, yeah, well, there we go. California and here is the same.
Quite.
Cheese is indeed love.
Love.
And here we are, our favourite Scottish nurse.
Hello, Amanda. Is it hot in Scotland? I know that's, you know, assuming things about Scottish weather, which might be stereotypical and unfair, but we would love to know. So, yes.
Good evening, Rebecca. Good evening, Rebecca.
Good evening, Rebecca. This question element of the show, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's watching is very welcome to ask Guy, that's him, or me, a question. So, but I will begin. Guy, question number 1 for you. What is your favourite cheese?
Well, you know, I don't really like cheddar, but there is one cheese, one cheddar that ranks above all other cheeses in a way for me.
Nothing better than that cheddar.
That is the most expensive cheddar cheese in the world, the one I like.
It's very good.
It's £35 a kilo, and you can get it from Neal's Yard Dairy, and it's called Hafod. Hafod cheese.
Hafod, with H-A-P-H-O-D.
No, F-O-D.
Ah, it's close. Why is it called that?
Not quite sure. I know the person who makes it because to do with some other work that I do.
The maker, not a monger.
He's a farmer. And yeah, I've actually seen all these cheeses in cheese racks, and it was just the most amazing experience with all the molds and everything. Just watching it.
Oh, lovely. Molds of 2 kinds, perhaps. They had some blue. Right. Well, that was a great answer, Guy. Hafod is Guy's favourite cheese.
Now, Adam, what's your favourite cheese?
Well, I'm very glad you asked, because I also had the privilege of seeing some cheese being made before my eyes. This was in Italy. I was in a place called Cilento, which is just sort of south of Tuscany, I think. And that's where they farm buffalo. So rather exciting. I got to see all these beautiful buffalo with their enormous horns, and yielding this delicious creamy buffalo milk, which they turn into the glorious mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella, and indeed the burrata, containing the buffalo cream. My answer will be burrata.
Burrata, what a good answer. And then followed by, in the meal, what would you usually follow a burrata with? The main course after burrata, basically.
Oh, right. Okay. Does this also have to be cheese? Well, I did actually do this.
No, it doesn't have to be cheese. It should be anything.
I actually had a buffalo burger. This was a very buffalo-intensive meal. I had buffalo burrata, then I had a buffalo burger. And then, in fact, we finished with a buffalo ice cream, which is also, that's my triple buffalo. In fact, did you know that buffalo is the longest sentence you can make with the same word?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because we've just had a comment which is very similar to that sentence you just said, which is this.
My life's ambition to eat cheddar from cheddar in cheddar. Very good. So the cheese from the place in the gorge, do we assume?
Yes.
A gorgeous image. Thank you, Molly.
Maybe there could be another cheddar. Now, we've got a slew of questions to upload.
Guy, you're Nigel.
Now, this next lady has impeccable taste in questions. Because
that's
I've done it.
We both
our favourite Scottish nurse has answered your question.
Anna, can we ask what your favourite cheese is in return? Anna Green.
You can certainly hear what Amanda's is, because it is
mozzarella, a bit like mine. Yeah, there's a lot of synergy going on.
And we've had a very astute and erudite response from Diana, because she's right. It comes from Buchwelnod, which is near Llandovery, which is in mid Wales.
Oh, I thought she meant her favourite cheese. Could be. She's eating.
Well, she might have been referring to Hafod. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's all about what I was saying.
It is mostly about.
Okay. So this is the clarification.
The gorge indeed, gorgeously gorging. We approve. Thank you, Molly. And we didn't know you were from California. Funnily, or I didn't know. Another friend of mine from California, I believe, is tuning in, called Didi. So hello, Didi, as and when you arrive.
Go on. Cheers.
Maybe you're watching in the future.
Okay, well, that was a nice set of questions. Very simple. Adam, I just got another one, which is, what's the oldest cheese you've ever eaten? In the same way that you ask a vintage of a wine, how far have you gone back with the cheese?
I really don't know, I'm afraid. When I was a student, I kept a few mouldy things kicking around the back of the fridge for quite longer than I probably should have done. But no, I don't know. I get the sense that you might have eaten a particularly old cheese, Guy.
Well, no, it's just, having seen this Hafod cheese, which Diana was right. She was right.
Yeah.
In these cheese racks, there were just, it went back to about 18 months. Like it didn't go much further. You know, I thought it would be like 5 years or something. I think maybe some of them were like 2 years. Maybe I didn't even see 2 years. I think it went just 18 months. But you see the gradation. So it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, all the way around. You see how the cheeses change in color and mold. It's great, actually.
Spectrum of aging cheese. How exciting.
Yeah.
I wonder how old they get. Diana, more cheese tips. Should we pull that one up?
Here we go. Didi has responded.
Didi in California. Hello, Didi.
And then here we go. Snowdon Bomber.
In the black wax wrap. That sounds like a line from a...
That's Snowdonia Cheese Company that pops up everywhere. Very good point. I think I have had that one, actually, because it keeps very well in a rucksack with the black wax.
Funny enough, I recently had a black waxed cheese as well. I think it was a sort of smoked cheddar. But yeah, it's a very satisfying sensation of cutting into one of those wax seals that surround a fine cheese with a serrated knife. Snowdon Bomber, though. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I'm from Northern California. We have the wine country. We also have the lesser known cheese country. Lots of dairies which are open to visitors. Maybe
nice.
they should make a follow-up to Sideways rather than going on a sort of cycling tour of the vineyards. They should go around on bikes eating loads of cheese.
Here we go. We've got an apology from Amanda, which we just want to put up just so we know.
That's very honestly, there's no obligation, but very lovely of you to be so polite.
So goodbye, Amanda, from us. And then Didi, look at this. I mean, what is that?
Yeah, that sounds slightly German, as does Didi's surname. So is there a link there? So it's a cheese from the motherland.
Now, Adam, this is a question for you. We'll leave that hanging, and Didi will get back to us.
This is extremely exciting.
No, Molly. Yeah, that was the wrong. I clicked the wrong button. Nigel is still learning his art.
Learning curve.
This is the look at that.
Look at that. That is a live dinner invitation.
That's incredible. Well, Johnny,
Guy, are we available?
How could I say no?
For those of you who don't know him, Johnny is one of the most charming men you shall ever meet.
Well, you can tell. Just look at that.
Look at that picture. Hugh Grant, eat your heart out. He's like Hugh Grant without the convictions, I would say. Not more.
But with just as much conviction in life and
charm and all the rest. So Johnny, I think that's a firm yes from both.
Yeah, from both. Okay, well, and then this is a very now, Adam. Do you know where the stinking bishop comes from? Because it's got to refer to an actual bishop that stank. It's just
where does that name come from? Anna, could you tell us? It's very nice to know.
Okay, we've got a question, which now means we have to come up with a cool answer. But
hello, James Ellis. What's been your lockdown music? What have you been listening to? Great question. Well, actually, Guy and I do occasionally send each other little clips of music. There's one album I've been enjoying, a sort of pre-release selection of tracks. It's by a band called Glass Animals, who, excitingly enough, are in the same university choir as Guy, the two of the four of them. And they've got a new album called Dreamland. And I think you can listen to 3 tracks of theirs on pre-release, and the 4th thing comes out this month. And I've also been listening to a lot of 50s rock and roll, so I'm about to write a spoof for Bandicam. Guy?
Glass Animals on your recommendation, and also because because they're my mates, and I just think they're brilliant. They're mixing, they're bringing rap into what they do, and it's very, very well done. We may also be bringing rap into our work, but but we're not going to be. It's not going to be quite as professional, but that could be funny. Hopefully,
it could be. And James, we'd like to know. It's always polite to return a question. But James,
wait, I had got another answer, which is A-list pop. I've been trying to work out what it is that the kids like, and
be careful.
So what well, and it's just incredible to learn what they do like. And
tune to your inner child, perhaps.
Dance Monkey. I heard Adam did a lovely cover of that on our Instagram stories. He's just a very amazing voice. I think some of the voices are incredible. Actually, you think, we were trained singers, and we were not trained to sing like that, and yet they are on huge salaries. And
unlike us,
yeah.
Something went wrong, but we're very happy to be here. So, James,
you're being polite and actually asking him a question.
No, it's fine. James, we'd love to know what you've been listening to. And then, sorry, Nigel Guy.
So we've had an answer from Dee Dee, and it's extensive.
Great. Oh my goodness, this is very in depth. I'm impressed by the depth. I've actually disappeared from the screen. So in depth to go up here. The German immigrants. Dee, am I right in thinking your surname Nussmeier is of German extraction, like this cheese? You think for the process dairy foods?
Alsatian washed rind. Anyway.
Oh, that's from Wikipedia. That's a nice little check. Yeah.
Okay, Anna just says that about.
Well, thank you for such a in-depth answer.
Oh, here we go. And,
I agree.
There's an attempt at a joke, and I'd say it's not a bad attempt.
I think Molly is wittier than both of us put together. Some of the comments. See, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone's ever watching our YouTube, you look at the comments underneath, because Molly has got generally a better pun for any pun we ourselves. There's this whole sort of extra topspin layer she adds in. Yeah, it might or might not be. Which actually reminds me of this guy the other week. I've got a lot of the tabloid headlines guy, and the Sun were reporting on the relaxation of the 2-meter rule. Do you know what the headline was?
No.
We'll meter again. Yeah, down from 2 meters to 1.
Yeah, that is
again.
That's quite good. I'll give it to them. Okay, so a quick final comment before we move on to our next.
Very hard to. We must, because we are here to.
That was a great comment. Thank you.
It's like superb kind of. Thank you. You're sounding all sarcastic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
80s music is of course wonderful. Madonna, Brian Ferry, he was 80s, wasn't he? We saw him, didn't we?
Talking of old,
slightly underwhelmed. The guy is quite right. Oldies, yes. We have a whole series, ladies and gentlemen, about backhanded lyrics in pop songs.
Hello.
Check it out.
Hey, okay. My internet just dipped for a second there. It's okay.
Boundary Cad talk lyrics.
Thank goodness.
We strip away the music and popular songs, laying bare the dubious pop sentiments expressed. Are we going to do that?
Yeah.
The learning.
Okay.
We're getting to see the learning. Yeah.
So this is from the 60s. Excellent. So here we go. Right.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
We're Bounder and Cad.
And we're here to talk lyrics.
We've selected some songs which we think need to take a long, hard look at themselves.
For example,
I may not always love you.
I mean, yeah, it's good to manage expectations. But for the opening line of a love song, strong stuff, Brian.
Wait for it. I may not always love you.
But long as there are stars above you, fine.
Sounds fairly eternal after all. Pretty manipulative though, I must admit, to open with a shocker of a line like that and quickly qualify it away. It's like a reverse neg. Thanks for watching.
Do subscribe.
And comment with any songs that you think need a good talking to. Bounder and Cad.
Bounder and Cad.
You'll notice a rattling sound, sort of 3/4 of the way into that clip, which is the sound of, I think, the grocer shop next door being restocked in one of those cages full of produce being wheeled in. So a little authentic detail there. So, Guy, have you got another question for me?
I've got a question for you, which is,
Hit me.
so Beach Boys are associated with having a good time, dancing,
In
and I just want
California.
to know how your tap dancing is going.
Ooh, very good
And
question.
which is your favorite step, and why?
Ooh, I could do the second part of the question first. My favorite step is something called the trench, which I'll try and demonstrate with my fingers. So you're sort of here, drop the thumb, everything's in reverse, and you sort of kick backwards while putting the other leg forward. Then you also do your hands. It's quite hard to do with your hands, even harder with your feet. But that's my favorite, the trench. Gene Kelly does it a lot in Singing in the Rain. He sort of throws one arm up and throws up the opposite leg, and back. It looks cool. I'll hopefully be able to show you sometime. And the answer to the first part of the question is, it was going very well. I did sort of 7 weeks pretty solidly, almost every night, every other night.
Incredible.
And I've taken a bit of time out because I'm excited to see how you've been getting on with yours. Then because I put it all together and hopefully have a fun little routine. Does that answer your question?
That's very good. Yeah, and I'm glad that you've given me some time to catch up, because I did not do 7 weeks straight. So that was my question to you. But what's your question to me?
I would like to ask you. This is a more trivial question in a sense, less personal. Of the original lineup of 5, how many of the Beach Boys were related to each other? This is quite tricky, but you're very good at sort of guessing numbers. So of those original 5 Beach Boys, how many were related to each other by blood?
Probably 3. 2 brothers and a cousin, probably.
You were it's 3 brothers and a cousin. The original lineup consisted of brothers Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson, their cousin Mike Love, what a name, and their friend Al Jardine. He must have felt a bit left out, the only one who wasn't there. So those are the questions. And Guy, it looks like we've got a load of stuff to deal with on our live comment feed. Keep it coming.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Okay, here we go. We've got a long, extensive question.
Good.
No, it's an answer.
There's all sorts, though. I keep returning to everywhere. I'm going to raise up a bit. But the Caretaker, an epic soundboard of still dancing music. My goodness, James, this is very recherché. We like it in the context of a mind losing itself through dementia. Wow, it's the best thing I've heard for a while. Check it out, but a word of caution. It's not for everyone. Wow. As recommendations go, that is...
we'll definitely be returning to these comments to scour through these amazing...
Yeah, I think that's our iTunes library. Everywhere at the End of Time by the Caretaker. Distorted Dancehall. I like it. Very nice. Well,
do throw in your Beach Boys questions to us and maybe make some any comment.
Since we have 2 California girls listening in the form of Dee Dee and Molly, would the California girls like to... do you wish that they were all Beach Boys by return? And is the spirit of the Beach Boys still alive? Here we go. Amanda says, I think it's 3, but if you include the dad, he was the manager. It's 4, but he got to kick the crib. I've sneaked on before I start. Oh, Amanda, I'm glad we haven't lost you after all.
Oh,
and maybe you've got me there. I'm afraid, again, I was making copy and paste my friend, as Dee Dee put it. I just took that from the top of their page. I hope that's right. But yeah, I understand it was 3 brothers and the cousin. But I didn't know about the manager's dad.
That's incredible, isn't it? Just shows keep it in the family. And did it make for a happy ending? Did they like each other by the end of it?
I think one of them lost their mind to drugs, but that happens in rock and roll. Yeah, I think there are a few. I think Brian Wilson's still going. I don't really know. To be honest, I haven't done my homework. But
there was that film about Brian Wilson, wasn't there? And I watched it. Oh, here we go. An answer.
This is great. Thank you, Rebecca. You saved us reading the full Wikipedia page with John. I don't know who John Stamos is. Here we go. The California girls are finally weighing in with their expertise. We used to live in Hawthorne, wow. Beach Boys are from. Well, I'm very, very glad you joined us. Everything is connected. Actually, fun facts about my aunt, Joanne Guy, who I think tuned in the other week.
Yeah.
She grew up in California. I forget where. San Bernardino. And I think on the same street where she grew up came both the original McDonald's and the Hells Angels.
Wow. The original McDonald's is an incredible story, isn't it? The original McDonald's.
Oh, as seen in that film. The
founder. Incredible.
Amazing turn by Michael Keaton. Here we go. Full House, Uncle Jesse, John Stamos. Yeah, clearly, Guy, we've run to a bit of a wall here, being inadequately informed about the Beach Boys. Well, audience.
We've got even more information about John Stamos.
Good, a musician actor, another crossover performer.
A bit like you, Adam, and
Well,
maybe me.
say so. I ought to know. I will look up John Stamos. Thank you very much, Rebecca. So and you're in the States as well, Rebecca. I hadn't twigged that. For some reason, I saw that background as looking slightly British, but no. I can now see there's some sort of palms. Guy, you're good at trees. What trees are in Rebecca's profile picture?
Well, it's very small now that she's not here again. Let's have. Oh no, here we go.
There she is.
I really don't know. Gosh, it looks fairly exotic next to the.
Yeah, they do. Oh, they look closer.
Yeah. Got it. We've got. Here we go. Here we go.
I know about it. That's what I thought. Doing solo stuff. Solo stuff. That's what he called it.
They fired their dad. That's amazing. What a story.
That'll be a good movie as well. Maybe that's coming.
Yeah, those are great. There are great moments when you got sort of controlling dad, and you just get him out.
Get out of here. You're not the boss of me, Dad. Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, indeed, he mentioned there is a TV show.
The daughters had their own Wilson Phillips. Isn't that incredible?
Beach Girls.
Well
God, okay, Guy. Well, I think we've learned a lesson here: is not to bring up a topic we know nothing about, because we'll only be shown up by audience. But that's good. I think it's nice. This is what Cabaret's about. The audience, being more part of the show than the performers. We're just here to facilitate, aren't we? Right.
Okay.
And Rebecca has redeemed.
The British trees are not. That's great. God, it's pretty fast and furious. This.
I know. This is the highest.
Well, this father, it was nothing but prolific in producing. It's like Bach or something.
Maybe that was his plan. He was just going to churn out as many Beach Boys and girls as he could, and let those royalties roll in.
Who was the mother? There was the same mother for all, presumably. So,
right. Is it time to move on, Guy? Have we done our 2 questions?
Yeah, there's a lot of trivia coming through, and it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our next song.
Oh, yeah, a little intro here. So this was recorded. This is a topical song. We haven't put it on one of our shows yet, but it's one of our more recent ones. And this was at the very early days of lockdown. I was really missing Guy, so and some other friends of mine. So I picked up my guitar and put together this little song about a lonesome cowboy.
I really hope it wasn't about me, this song. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here we go.
I'll take your place in this double act.
Well, I'm feeling a bit of resistance to this call to maintain social distance. Though of course we all know that it's surely the right thing to do. But the hours ain't passing no faster. Though I got me 3 packets of pasta. Well, what could the matter be? Part of my anatomy's blue. When I move, it just won't move ya. And a novel ain't novel no more. You'll know there's something nothing else ain't like. Oh, you're a doggone lonely, lonesome beast, Corona. You're gonna make this old Lone Ranger just a loner. I would give my every squirt of sanitizer to be hitting the saloon with sweet Eliza. I would gladly trade my multi-pack of tuna to be making daisy chains with lovely Luna. A diligent gentleman bandit, I'm accustomed to wearing a mask. And though it's kinda kinky, I'll wear gloves. 'Cause forces of nature demand it. It's surely not so much to ask for a cowboy to be with his lady loves. I would give away my Lou roll for a roll around with Lou. I've no tickle in my chest, but let's just see this darn thing through. I got the Corona loner blues. I would kiss away my last strand of spaghetti to have been a bit more saucy with Miss Betty. When next I have my chances, I won't pass on them. Just as sure as assless chaps ain't got no ass on them. I guess right now, I'm an assless chap. This bad bug from woo ain't gonna ruin my wooing. 'Cause yes, I got a fever, and it's the cabin kind. Oh Lord, send us relief before I make myself go blind. Let's crush this goddamn COVID, then have amores like Mr. Ovid. But till then, I got the Corona Mona blues. I got the Corona Bona blues. I'm climbing the walls, I'm as blue as my balls with Corona Lona blues. Stay home, stay safe, stay sane.
So we're back
Wow.
in. Reflection, that wasn't so much about you, Guy, was it? It wasn't
No.
about you. Maybe someone else.
It was more of a kind of a cry for help.
Yeah, that's a that's way.
You know, quite a sort of smooth cry for help, if I may say.
If you say so.
The hair's looking very well coiffed, and
It was then, and now it's just sort of unruly mullet we've been cultivating. But it looks like we've had a spate of questions. Should we do each other's questions first? Guy, may I ask you, this is my last question to you today, in fact. What will you miss most about lockdown? Since we're now emerging.
it's an awful answer. I'm really, it's going to make me sound really not at all.
We've had answers in Cabaret.
Well, just the kind of the purity of the free time and the open space to just do what, you know, just work exactly the rhythm I wanted to, you know, and work really super hard. And now, you know, all these wonderful social invitations.
It's Johnny inviting us to dinner. What does he like? Ruins your email.
It's kind of, it's ruining my the emails are just not going to come thick and fast and quite the way they used to. So
Fair enough.
that was my answer, really. It's honest.
What's your question?
My question is, what's the naughtiest thing you've done in lockdown?
It was actually involving Johnny. Johnny and I played pétanque when I think it was still illegal to meet up. Actually, so why am I shouldn't be admitting this online.
Oh, Adam.
I was.
You know, it's always about when you reveal something, and I think you reveal at a time when people will be more sympathetic to you. So if you revealed it at the time, that would have been less fair. But you know, time has a funny quality.
It's the greatest healer.
So here we go. There are more questions or comments.
What have we got?
Okay, Adam.
Oh, from Dana. Well, actually, this is the point. I've been twice. I've twice been surfing. Very sweetly, another dear friend of mine from university took me surfing as a birthday treat when I was 19 in Biarritz. I broke my thumb on the first day, so I put a bit of a damper on that. Then the second time we went to get to Morocco. Unfortunately, the wrong time of year. And also, I forgot to put suntan cream on the back of my shorty wetsuit. So I burnt the backs of my legs so badly, I couldn't bend my knees. So I think the answer is no, but I've tried twice. I'm going to try again.
He's very good at water skiing, though.
Well, I think you've sowed a seed for a video next week.
Yeah, that's how they. So here we go. We've got more.
Sorry.
Look at this. That's the. Imagine this song without these live streams without Amy, and imagine that song. I can't finish that sentence, but you know what I'm saying. There's a link.
I know. Amy, we're very glad you found us. No, I do know what you mean.
What does it say about you?
I think it may also have coincided with.
My question to Amy is, what does it say?
Oh, tell us.
Those 3 dots, honestly.
Quite right, Guy. Never allow any ambiguity. Tease out that. Okay.
Here we go.
That truth, I like it.
We've got a clarification on the previous point. We like that kind of thing.
Okay, a bit more.
Blind. I think
we didn't know anything about
quite a long time ago. I can't remember what that relates to. And I also don't know what.
I know that's to do with rather loose men.
Okay.
Guy, you clearly weren't listening to the lyrics in this one. So there was a line about making myself good blind, and there was another one about stay safe, stay sane. Diana is telling us she's lost her insanity, but she knows a lot about Welsh cheese. So,
you've really been playing
in mind.
The lyrics. But Nigel has.
Didi also. No, don't worry. Of course, you're doing 2 jobs.
Pétanque. It's a French with the QUE at the end. Pétanque.
Oh, thank you.
And we've got.
I had no idea what she meant because you're right. Maybe we'll.
I think.
Sorry, just to explain to Didi, pétanque is like boule. It's a French game you play by throwing balls.
Yeah.
Pétanque, P-E-A-Q-T-A-N-Q-U-E-S, like the game of boule, the balls around. B-O-U-L-E-S. Do you think we should continue, Guy?
Well, I think we should continue our online.
Guy, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? You there?
Oh, there was suddenly got a lag, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine now. Okay, good. I think we should continue to maintain our online presence.
How are we going to do that?
Well, we're going to be consistent. Apparently, the algorithm.
I feel like we've got a big lag, or
No, we have got a huge lag.
we do. Sorry, guys. It's quite hard for some zingy
Okay, we could
ping
just
pong
do
like comedy. Where we've got like a good like clear 3 seconds where I'm wondering.
Okay, this next song,
Let's just look at a few more questions. Should we take turns? You do. Sorry. So Amy is saying it's best not to go into the reasons why. Also corona learning. Well, as Johnny Cash said, you just need 3 chords and the truth, and that's all I hit you with. I'm glad I found you.
Alternate between those two. You know the answer. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to move to our next song.
Have we dealt? Well, this is also our final song, guys, isn't it?
It's true, actually, it is, and then it's all over.
Yeah. Okay, should we give a little intro to how this one came about? I think we've got time. We've got a few more minutes. Yeah. Okay. So this next song was made famous by Frank Sinatra, who we mention almost every week. Indeed, he's a big inspiration. But it's based on a song that was a French pop song originally called Comme d'habitude by a rather hysterical chanteur called Claude François. So Guy and I were asked to write a song about till Corona came along, was the biggest news story for quite some time in the UK. And we were thinking, what should we do? And we were looking at various options. And as soon as we discovered that this iconic Rat Pack number was in fact of French extraction, it seemed rather appropriate. Because Guy, what would you say is the angle we've taken for this song? Because it's quite an old news story. But what have we done with it, would you say?
We've seen it from our French companions' perspective.
Exactly that. So that's a tension that will never grow old, laughing at the frogs, as we call them. Even though, in fact, one of these two characters, I think, is Luxembourgish. One is French.
It's true. Can you hear me now, Adam? Is the lag better?
I think so. Should we try and count together? I'll do 1, you do 2. 1, 2, 3. 2. Back in the game. We're going to be funny again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the interruption to your service. Well, if you have any more questions, we can actually respond in a more meaningful way without we're about to start drooling and keel over.
But unless we get some decent questions, this will be the end of the show.
That is a very good way to incentivize them. Okay. Not that there's any sort of test of the audience, but okay then. Shall we hit the song?
Let's do it.
We're hitting the song. Maybe goodbye. Maybe.
My friends, ask what you were. It was a dream, so European. But fine, as you prefer. Take back control, so North Korean. It's why De Gaulle said no. Those low-speed Brits will only fix it. Then, Dave Cameron brought us le Brexit. Like clubs, we charge a fee. But negatives do come with pluses. You gain at bad times 3. So go and stick that on your buses. But fine, go get your coat. But first, zip it. The waiter checks it. 100 billion. That's for le Brexit. No more free trade, so burn your ships. You keep your boat free, your fish and chips. No more champagne, you Saxon swine. No more bottom mountains, no lakes of wine. Go build your wall, make Britain small. Migrants, oh, Sophia, will you believe those rebel rousers? Net gains, 2 billion each year, free movement's good,
Observe my trousers.
Praise Merkel, Europe's light. She isn't trying to annex it.
No, not like the other Reich. Nein, was ist Brexit? Farewells and offering. And your divorce.
Bend your bananas, eat your pet horse.
Go make your Ubers like typhoons.
And let your kids blow up balloons.
You want it on.
Oh God, show us your Brexit. You may still ask, what does it mean?
Can't conjugate or circumflex it.
We'll see.
Well, c'est la vie.
Praxis means
Ah, that's how you do it. I was trying to work out how to cut it as Nigel.
No, you did it very nicely. That is usually our closing number, isn't it, Guy? Yeah, we're still here because we have some more questions.
It was good
Thank
for
you,
you,
ladies and gentlemen. This is
how
our
we finish the show, though. See how it's done IRL. Now, here we go. Here's a
Exactly.
good question. We do have some good questions. They did come, so that's why we're back.
We are. Well, this actually ties in neatly to another question. Can you put up Kimberly's question, please, for me, Guy? Should it be the barbershop? I put it to you, Kimberly. Do you like it the way it is, or do you think I should return to the former look I had in those videos you saw? It's quite fun, but it's just getting a bit daft and a bit mullety. So I'll await your advice on that.
For me, John Lewis is opening tomorrow, and I'll be going straight there to buy some pillows.
Oh, for a better night's sleep.
Here's another great question.
John, I like this. You're giving us a quiz. This is fantastic. Which famous British literary figure buried his stash of cheese and went to during the Great Fire? I think I know this one. Is it Samuel Pepys?
Samuel Pepys, yeah.
We should await John's confirmation.
No, he's the guy who wrote the diary about it, isn't it? So,
Correct. I think he mentions how he.
yeah.
Like a little, I think it was enormous parmesan. I seem to remember a huge wheel of parmesan. But
What
yeah,
would you bury during the Great Fire of London, Adam? What be if you could bury anything?
I think it'd probably be my cod piece and my sack butt because I'll be very, very sad without them.
There we go. Okay, here's another.
Ooh, Guido, what do you reckon?
Wolverine. There's something about Wolverine that is just human and yet so not human, and so real and just it's manly. It's a good
And
man.
Hugh Jackman, which helps, doesn't it? We spoke about him.
It's a nice
Did
guy.
you see the Logan guy?
Logan.
Yeah, it's about Wolverine, but it's sort of done in a very sort of art house. And
Oh yeah. Maybe. Not
it's
sure.
very good. I'd recommend it. And meanwhile, mine, Amy, I would say Wonder Woman, even though poor old Gal Gadot rather trashy reputation by daring to record a version.
Right on, Adam. Right on.
Yeah, I think so. Give your son a strong female role model, which I'm sure he will.
Okay, this is a great question.
Molly, how did you know this? Molly, I think if ever we're asked to, sort of write a biography of Boundary Cats, should it ever come to that, I think you'd be the person. It's true. So we usually throw roses at each other at the end of this.
But anyway,
And we know from our friend Gary Williams, he once managed to gash a woman's hand by handing her a rose. So we have to dethorn them. Who does it? We share the responsibility, don't we, Guy? Yeah.
yeah, and also even better, we try and make it the supermarket's responsibility.
Correct. You can buy them already dethorned, pre-dethorned. Great. So, next one.
this is a very, you know,
I like
elite
you. Let's
question.
do that. I'm very nicely phrased as well. Do you eat/drink anything to keep you both in shape? Like, well, there's a very funny answer to this. Guy and I both did this slightly bizarre food substitutes. Not that we have it all the time, because we want to maintain this image of being very sort of bon vivant, gourmand. But we do have something. Are we going to admit to this, guy?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Fine.
I'd quite like to be a salesperson for them, actually.
What's it called?
Huel. Huel. Human fuel.
And you sort of powdered meal.
Playing with my hair. There's this tuft that's been annoying me for like 45 minutes.
Probably she had the wrong kind of pillow you've been sleeping on, wrong kind of bedhead. But yeah, sorry, James. Apart from that, in the hot weather I eat less. That's been handy. Some soups, pastas, that sort of thing. Fruit.
Pastas. That's not really.
Not especially. But
when you work as hard as Adam does on his abs.
No. On well, if only I did. Okay, we'll move with this one. What else have we got?
Okay, this is great. That's very interesting.
Oh right, okay. So just clearly Freddie Mercury and Banner Cat are in tune.
And then Wonder Woman's name is Diana. Just saying, that's a.
I like it. I like it.
Comment.
Diana, I hope you have worn that costume to a costume party or something.
Do you actually play the sackbut, or do you like the sound of the word better than the sound of the instrument? It's a very good question. To be honest, actually, Molly, both are very good sounding. Sackbut sounds very rude. It just sounds like a kind of, well, let's not go there, but it sounds a rude sound, and it's a great word as well. What do you think, Adam?
You've called me here, Molly. I just sort of said it to sound funny because I like the sound of the word, but I do also quite like the sound of the instruments. To prove it, I actually recently downloaded some Sackbut music, which should be at the top of my playlist, I think. But what else do we have?
Earlier, you're giving the cool answers. Best of the Sackbut or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was something I heard on the radio. And, sorry, give me a second. You keep going.
I think we're being prompted by someone to. Tickets are free, but we never say no to a drink. There we go. That's how you can give us money, but you don't actually have to. There's no compulsion to at all.
Here we go, just to prove what I said. What do we think? This is
That's quite amazing.
Instruments of Middle Age and Renaissance, and it's called Racket with a double T by Caro Ortolano.
Yes.
All right, enough Sackbut.
Now this is incredible. Molly is becoming more Bounty and Caddish by the moment.
Yeah. Well, this is too much. Maybe you should be the third party.
There is a Huel T-shirt. It's like it's actually real. Like,
Actually, this is an interesting point, Guy. Did you? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you order Huel, this weird food replacement drink we all have, it comes with a free T-shirt, and I threw mine away because, as you gathered, I'm just slightly ashamed to admit it. Guy, have you kept yours?
yeah, it's somewhere in my room actually. Yeah.
Have you worn it yet?
No, I've never worn it.
Because a friend of mine put it to me, it's quite a strong way to enter a room or even a meeting. You're basically going in and advertising the fact that you don't have time for food, which could be a powerful opener.
Here we go. Now this is a more of a kind of organizational kind of strategy question,
which we need.
The answer is that to release an album now, if we just were to do it ourselves, it'd be about £40,000. So, Kimberly, if you've got £40,000, please send us our way, and we will make an album.
What a boundless response. Yeah, it's true. But I suppose we've got YouTube. We've got stuff on YouTube, but maybe we could try and collate them all into an online CD on Spotify or whatever, playlist, whatever it would be. But yeah, the answer is no. We haven't. All online. All too millennial. And finally, Dee Dee has said goodbye, and also that she once had a sackbut in a choir to keep us in tune. Yeah. Flat anyway. Wow.
She says great show. Before that, she said that.
Yeah. So she came
back. I think she's thinking we're going to wrap up, as indeed many people might be now,
including me. Guy, we've got to get to dinner at Johnny's.
We've got a date.
We mustn't miss any final questions. Oh my goodness. Amy said you definitely put pop songs on. Yes, I think they did Teenage Kicks, didn't they? And it had those wonderful sort of manuscript style cartoons. Yes, Amy, I'll check those out. And Diana has let on rather exciting that she did indeed once dress as Wonder Woman for a triathlon. What a terrific thing to have done.
Well, there you go.
James Ellis asked, what's the one song you both want to do but have yet to do? Ooh,
a rap, James. We wanted to do a rap and be
Boys into Priesthood, which has been
written genre, but there are a few songs, aren't there? 99 Problems is one of those, I think.
Is one of the ones, but it's called Boys in the Priesthood, I think. And I think that's everything. So thank you
Great.
so much everyone, for
so
being
much.
here. It's been a fun week. And see you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.
I'm trying.